What's up, my crypto legends? In this episode, we're taking a look at the Bitcoin price here on the daily. You're getting that bounce, getting that relief rally, okay, from this major support of the lower lows, and also closing a daily candle above the lows of 2021. We had lows such as $27,000 range here, also the 28.6. All of these lows we actually dipped below in one day yesterday and managed to close above these lows, meaning that we could have this kind of swing failure pattern and we could have a small sideways action relief rally before we actually continue to the downside. Now, we're also going to take a look at the 1 hourly chart here, because what I want to explain some major opportunities. We did actually get that rejection, beautiful rejection from the scenario that we talked about yesterday, looking at the fib levels from the highs here to the lows, looking at that 618 here at that daily level around about the $29,700 range. We got the rejection, but we came straight back up to this range, breaking this daily level. Now, there's also a bullish case scenario here that I want to talk in today's episode that could take us to higher levels before we continue to the downside. We've got major resistance on the VPVR, so it's going to be very difficult, but with a little bit of risk management, you can actually make successful trades, and I want to try and explain some situations in today's episode. Also, looking at the Ethereum chart, because Ethereum actually started breaking down here from this ascending channel just after Bitcoin. We're looking at this scenario also on the live streams, you know, looking for the summer 2021 lows to be hitting that $1,800 range, getting that bounce. So we're going to take a look at some potential scenarios here on Ethereum in today's episode, so make sure to stay tuned. Hi there, Andy here. Welcome back to another episode of Bitcoinsensus. If you are new to the channel, make sure to subscribe daily TA on Bitcoin crypto. Also do live streams to connect with the community. I am not a financial advisor. Don't buy or sell anything that I say. If you do so, do your own research. Let's dive in, guys, here, because what I want to show you on the daily is how we did manage to actually hold this major range and close a daily level above the lows of 2021, all of the lows. Now, as you can see, you know, there is a scenario here of a descending wedge with these lower highs and these lower lows. As you can see, we actually getting that reaction, getting that consolidation from this range after the severe drop that we've had for the last couple of weeks. So are we going to have a consolidation? Are we going to have a relief rally? This is something I want to talk about looking at the 1 hourly chart. But what I want to show you here, that all of the lows created, okay, back in 2021, okay, since January, we have one over here at 27,734, and all of these lows here slightly above $28,000 right over there. Many retests, okay, at these levels in January, February, and even the summer of 2021. What happened that we never came back down, okay, for several months since July to reach these lows. Now we have retested the lows, and we have actually closed a daily candle above this range. We've only had this massive big kind of hammer, big massive wick here on this daily. And you can see that the close has been at 28,896 here on the Bitstamp chart, as you can see, getting that relief rally. So we are getting that kind of consolidation relief rally. So there is a possibility after this severe drop that we are going to get relief rally, consolidation, maybe for the next coming days, even couple of weeks. It is very possible after such a big drop, okay, on the price of Bitcoin. Then this is what usually happens, all right, before actually continuing hard to the downside. If we could have a consolidation inside of this range in kind of this descending wedge. So what I want to show you here also is the big massive resistance, because maybe we are not going to manage to get a big relief rally, as we do have one of the strongest point of controls above us right now, okay, looking at this daily chart, looking at the volume traded from 2021 to 2022, we can see, you know, at $31,000, it is the start, okay, of the biggest point of volume, okay. It does actually start around about $30,000 range, but biggest point already starts at $31,000 area, and this is where we're currently getting that kind of rejection. So there is a possibility also, you know, that we are maybe going to get rejected from this level. But I want to show you the bullish short-term scenarios on the 1 hourly chart where you could take advantage of the situation. If we go to the 1 hourly chart here on Bitcoin, you know, we were talking about this big major resistance. It is a big major daily level. This was mentioned on yesterday's video where we did actually get that rejection first here. And then we were talking about that potential relief rally and getting rejected here, okay? If you would have, you could have shorted this to the exact dollar, the exact daily low level, okay? But then we had that big, massive bounce. Of course, you need to protect yourself if you are shorting from this level and already in some pretty good profits, because you could have a bigger relief rally. Now, it was also the 618 here from the highs, as we mentioned yesterday, hitting that 618, hitting that daily, hitting this, you know, major resistance level where we did bounce as support and as resistance right there, getting that small rejection. But what happened here on the 1 hourly, as you can see with volume, is that you are getting some buying pressure. You are getting the bulls, okay, stopping this price level, looking for that bigger relief rally. And this is why, you know, you actually created a higher low right over here, getting that support right over here from this major volume candlestick, as you can see, getting that small bounce to the upside. Now, okay, where are the opportunities here on the Bitcoin price? You might want to know, of course. Well, as you can see, we kind of formed an inverse head and shoulder right over here where we did have this low, this lower low, and a higher low right there, breaking this kind of neckline, right, where we did retest it twice. This is the $29,700 range. We actually above this level, and we actually could consolidate and have a leg up, okay? What would be the price target, okay? The textbook price target would be getting, you know, the head to the neckline, kind of something like this. And from the breakout, you know, you could go as high as $34.5 thousand. But well, the problem is with this is that we have huge resistance here, looking at the VPVR, as you can see, at the $31,000. 400 is the biggest point of control, which is from this big major consolidation. There is a possibility that, you know, the price is not going to manage to get above this big major cluster of resistance. And if we do, then I do see a high chance on the Bitcoin price to actually, you know, reach the $34,000, even $35,000 major relief rally, because after such a severe drop, looking at the 1 hourly from this range, okay, from the top of the drop to the lowest part, you know, the Fibonacci 618, which is the most common retracement, okay, is all the way up here at $34.3 thousand. So there is a possibility that the price action of Bitcoin, you know, after this breakout of the inverse head and shoulder, okay, we need to take a look at the relief rally scenario after this major drop for the last few weeks. The target from the inverse head and shoulder from the lowest part to the neckline, you know, it would actually take us to that range 34.5, okay, which is the 618 from the start of the drop. You know, this is very much in the cards before we actually continue to the downside. I know the bears want the price of Bitcoin to hit 25, you know, 20K, 18K, 15K. Yeah, this is very, very, very possible, of course, in the next coming months. But we need to be, you know, also looking at those potential relief rallies when you see this kind of price action with BTC. You know, small inverse head and shoulder on the 1 hourly, and you know, hitting the major fib levels also from this major drop. What I want to show you here right now, also with this Fibonacci retracement from the start of the drop, which was back in the beginning of May, till yesterday, where we hit those lows here at 25.3, 25.4. Now, what I want to show you here is that we are actually getting resistance from the 382, but to the exact dollar, we are getting that rejection from the highs here to the lows. We are getting rejected to the 382, which is at 39,900. We almost hit $31,000 just a few hours ago. And I know a lot of people are saying we're going lower, but you know, we actually hit $31,000. Nobody would have known we would have had that relief rally when we were just trading at $26,000, $27,000, you know, and this is why, you know, I think a lot of people not expecting potentially $33,000, $34,000 in the next coming days. And it's very, very much likely to happen before we actually continue to the downside. But like I said, Lot of resistance, guys. This is a very, very critical area. It's very, very difficult right now because we have a lot of resistance, and we have, you know, these kind of small relief rally scenarios with this inverse head and shoulder. But the biggest resistance that we do currently have right now is this VPVR level at 31.4k level. And if we take a look at the VPSV, taking a look at the resistance, taking a look at the biggest point of control from the 9th of May, the 10th of May, the 11th of May, it is exactly around about that 31.4, right? This is why we saw the general VPVR here on the sides, telling us that the biggest one is right over here. So this is why Bitcoin, you know, is going to get heavily resistance, all right, at that 31.4 range. Okay, we got one here at $31,000, here at 31.6, 31.4. Okay, so the average is at 31.4, and this is why if the Bitcoin price does manage in the short term get above this major cluster on the VPVR hitting 32.5, okay, it is very likely that this range will hold as support and continue to the upside to hit those Fibonacci retracement 618 levels from the high to the low, and then potentially get major rejection because we have a strong level of resistance. This is what I would be looking for, a potential swing trade low if we were to hit this 34.5k level, all right, in the next coming days. That would be an insane level, I think, for a potential short opportunity. I think a lot of people will be becoming bullish at those levels if we do see that kind of price action in the next coming days. Of course, that is very far away. There is the scenario where we're not going to get above this major cluster on the VPVR. You know, we are hitting one of the biggest resistance levels right now. So there is a possibility that we're potentially going to get rejected from this range and continue to the downside. So most of you might think, okay, you are crazy. You are talking about bullish case, bearish case, bullish case. Yes, anything can happen, but how can you take advantage of these situations, you want to know? Well, of course, you need to have risk management. And for example, we are looking at this uptrend that we do have right now on the 1 hourly from the low to this higher low. And you can clearly see that, we are at the verge of potentially falling down or maybe getting supported from this neckline, this major resistance turning into support and having another leg up. Well, what would happen right over here if we start breaking down? Now, this is going to confirm that we are getting rejected from this VPVR level right over here, biggest cluster right there, getting that kind of rejection from this range. So if we do break down from this support level, hitting 29, just below this neckline, below this 29.7, breaking down this ascending uptrend with these high lows, then of course we're coming back up. This is a good shorting opportunity in my personal opinion. You can see the weakness, you can see you're breaking below the resistance, support that will be turning into resistance, and then of course a shorting opportunity here to actually retest this low being number one, and even this low, and taking a look at Fibonacci from the lows to the highs. You are aiming to that 50% and even 618 for this potential shorting opportunity. And of course, stop loss would be above this high over here. And then, that would be the risk management, where you are risking one to potentially gain two here with this movement, or even three retesting the lows. Stay super cautious. Very hard moment for trading at this moment. Big drop has happened. We could see a bigger relief rally. We could also continue to the downside. We got big resistance above us. So very confusing times here for Bitcoin right now. I am actually in no trade position right now on Bitcoin or any cryptocurrency. If you are interested in trading, Bybit and PrimeXBT are my favorite platforms. PrimeXBT for day trading, Bybit for swing trading. You can get up to $4,050 and 0% maker fee for 30 days by using my link in the description. On PrimeXBT, you can get up to $7,000, but obviously it is only 7% added to your deposit, okay? So if you deposit $10,000, you are getting $700 on top of that, okay, by using my link and Bitcoinsensus50 as the promotion code. All the info is down below, and I also have video tutorials on how to use these platforms properly. So let's just dive in here straight into Ethereum, have a look at Ethereum, because Ethereum actually, met the target from this ascending channel breakout. I remember taking a look at this, just a few days ago, looking at Ethereum not breaking the ascending channel, and Bitcoin was already breaking the ascending channel. So just a quick example here, on the 5th and 6th of May, we were still inside of this ascending channel. We were hitting support on the 6th of May. And if we take a look at Bitcoin here, on the 6th of May, we already broke down. So Bitcoin was actually already breaking down, okay, this ascending channel. As you can see, the 6th of May, we were already trading here at about $35,000, okay, well below the support of this ascending channel. And Ethereum on the 6th of May was still inside of the channel, inside of the support level. So we were talking about, very likely Ethereum is going to follow Bitcoin, and we are actually going to drop. And funny enough, the technical target from a channel is the width of the channel, and this touched the target to perfection. As you can see, that $1,800 $1,700 range, the lows of the summer of 2021, you can expect a bounce at this level. You can expect a bounce if you longed this support, if you longed the target of this channel target, and also this big support level just for the short term, just for that relief rally. You are already in some pretty good profits if you did use a little bit of leverage. This actually bounced at 25%. If you're using a bit of leverage, there is some money to be made on there, definitely, pretty safely, because you are hitting one of the strongest levels. It's the summer 2021 lows. So quick long position at that range. The target of this channel was met. There's no more selling pressure, obviously, because selling pressure has been all the way here the last couple of weeks. So yeah, it's just a major level for that opportunity. Just want something with it I wanted to point out. Now let's take a look at the 4-hourly chart here on Ethereum, and let's take a look at the VPSV to see the biggest major levels here. All right, let's go to the 1-hourly, zoom in a little bit more, and this major range, which is this box that I have here at $2,200. If we zoom out a little bit, it has been the low here that we created in January of 2022, okay, from this year. We can see that it was a major support level, and it has also been resistance. This is the last box that we do have here. We currently have it above us, and you can see how, amazingly, how these levels are really nicely performed as support for a couple of times, maybe once, maybe twice. As you can see here, 2 times. Then currently, when you break down successfully, it is major resistance. So this is what we got for Ethereum. We have major resistance. If we take a look at the VPSV, which is the volume profile from each day, the strongest level point of control, we have here on the 11th of May, strongest point of control is exactly at the 2,180, 2,200. And we've also got this big major support level. You could be looking for that potential rejection on Ethereum at the $2,200 range. It is also the Fibonacci retracement 618 from the highs here created in the 10th of May and 11th of May. The big major drop started from this level. This is a consolidation area. Drop started from this high. So if you take a look at fib levels from this high to the lows, that 618 is exactly on the biggest point of control from the 11th of May, like I just showed you. And also it has been major support and resistance. So you could look for that potential small retracement, small drop here for some potential gains. Of course, you would be aiming the low, but I think there is a possibility that we are going to have some kind of more relief rally in the next coming days. So, quick short positions at these ranges to make some quick profits. Of course, don't be greedy. Take profits always. Protect your position at any cost, because protecting your capital is the most important in trading. Thank you, guys. This is going to be it for this episode. I think it was a little bit of a mixed up one, looking at bullish, bearish. It's very hard right now at this moment. Stay safe with your trading. Thank you very much for joining. Check out Bitcoinsensus website for the latest news and technical analysis ideas. Totally free information down below. Thank you, guys, and I will see you in the next one.